Hello there, hobby crew. How are you guys doing? Oh, how is everybody doing on this sunny afternoon? I'm just getting here some of the lights for today. We have very big lights. Oh, not here, over here, maybe here. How are you guys doing? Welcome to this live show. So today we're gonna be painting some Age of Sigmar miniatures. I have them right here, 3 of these guys. So these are part of the Domino Age of Sigmar box. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how I paint this, and it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fast, it's gonna be cool. So really hope you guys like it. All right, so stick around. I have the paints all right here. So this is what we're gonna be using today. So this is the selection of paints we're gonna be using for these miniatures. A couple of those paints we might not use for these specific ones because we use them on these other orc boys here. So we have painted this. It's gonna be a parade paint quality level. All right, so it's not tabletop, it's not bottom line quality, it's not full display. It's going to be the perfect midterm, which is the parade quality. So this is awesome. They're going to look awesome individually and also as a squad. All right, good enough for your armies on parade, or for your tournaments, for your competition, for you to show it to your fans, and for you to keep it on your shelf for you to admire on a day that you're not playing your miniatures. All right, so let's go to the desk and see what we have right here. All right. Okay, all right, guys. So, so this is what we have over here. These 3 Skewer Boltboys. This is what we have. These guys. So what I have done over here is I have added a primer. I have used a brown primer, and I have added a zenithal lighting with 2 colors. First with yellow. You can see some yellow on some portions, and then a second light with white. Okay, I have left some areas a little weird, more yellow than the others. You're gonna see very slightly this on the end result. It's not gonna be as hard as you can see right now, but it's just to give some differentiating, just to change a few areas between themselves. All right, let me just adjust this other camera over here. Let's get everything here adjusted, and we're gonna be painting. So really hope you guys enjoy. All right, so welcome you guys, welcome Gray Shade Minis, welcome Kata Miniatures, welcome you guys. Nice to have you guys here on this Sunday afternoon live painting show. All right, so yeah, Age of Sigmar miniatures. Let me just get a brush over here. Oof, these brushes are dirty. And we're gonna start with these guys. So let me just bring this button over here. Bam. Right over here. Okay, so we are all set. Hello there, guys. Okay, so we are all set. So this is what we have. Okay, so we have 3 guys. They right over here, all primer and all zenithal lighting, and I have added here to the same holder here, so we can do this everything here just faster. Fala, Julião, bem-vindo, meu brother. Seja bem-vindo. Estamos aqui pintando alguns dominos. Orcs. This como que chama isso? Skewer Boltboy. This is what this is, right? So, yeah. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start with some contrast paints, okay? Fala, meu brother, fala, seja bem-vindo. Muito bom ter você por aqui. Estamos pintando aqui os orcs de Age of Sigmar. Yeah, Boltboys. So, okay, so now we're going to start with this green, okay? So right now, we're going to start mainly with the other green areas, all right? So this is what we're going to start with, the skin. All the skins on every single area of these guys. One of the things I like doing for zenithal lighting for green skins is the actual the yellow light. So if you do yellow zenithal lighting, it looks awesome. So that's why I have done that a little bit over here. And that's why you see some of the portions here are a little bit more yellowish than others, right? So that's what all you're looking at, it's all about. And now we're gonna be using some of these contrast paints to give some colors, alright? Fala, meu brother, seja bem-vindo. You guys, welcome over here. Really, really hot today here in Brazil. It's really sunny. I have spent most of my morning on the swimming pool today, relaxing, enjoying the sun, here with my babe, our kids. It's been a lovely day, and now the sun's going down, and it's time to get some miniatures painted. So I have these guys here. So I'm gonna be showing you guys how it's done. So really hope you guys have also enjoyed a lot your Sunday so far. It's been great until now, and now we're gonna get some colors on these boys, right? So, dude, these miniatures are really high quality details. I really like them, really nice. Also like the way they change the pose on every single one of them. So it's not. So there's slightly this different. And one of the craziest part breaker I have ever seen from GW. Yeah, they're really going for a whole different level here on when you assemble the miniatures. Right, so we also live on YouTube and on Twitch. So if you guys want to check it out, full resolution display here on the on what we are doing. Make sure you hit over there. If you're on Instagram, you just go to the profile. I have a link on my bio, and over there you find the link for my other channels. Over there you'll be able to check out the more content we have. So always nicer to look at the bigger screens and everything. Alright, so you see over here, we are just using this this green on all these areas. You see how the yellow gives a very nice light to gray. I need some ventilation over here. It's too warm. Oh my god. It's been cold for very many days, and now all of a sudden we have crazy sunshine. Thanks God. Okay, yeah, so this is all the green areas. All the green screens are done. Check it out. Really fast, really easy, right? No complication at all. Really easy. So now let's start with some of the leather clothing right now. And for all the leather, we're gonna be using this wildwood contrast paints. So that's what we're gonna be using for those. So when I use a few of contrast paints, sometimes I go crazy. Some other ones I go more defined. This paint right here, Wildwood, it's one of the strongest paints from GW catalog. So on this guy, I try to be very careful, very precise on where I hit with this paint, because I'm gonna be painting some other areas with a lighter tone, and this guy, if I just hit with this, everything's gonna be just darker. So that's why on this stage right here, I'm going a little bit more precise on the paints. So just doing very good definition on each area, the one that I'm painting. So you just hit every single area here, very precise. Don't be so messy with the darker colors, okay? If you have the lighter colors, then it's absolutely fine. But the darker colors are the ones that you have to be very careful with. So, yeah, so this here, his helmet's gonna be all metallic, but this leather things here around are going to be a lighter color. So I just a little bit more attention, or it's gonna be metallics. I don't care, but here I do. Right over here. So you see here these areas, just be very precise of where you paint. I have done zero work on hiding not the mold lines, but the joints between the areas. They are pretty much already all invisible just by themselves. The impressive work, the way these miniatures are put it apart on different parts. It gets a little complex when you're assembling, and I mean, if you're also new to the hobby, and if you start with domino set blocks to start, you're probably gonna have a little you know, problem assembling. It's a little bit higher level, a little require you a few skills, but it's definitely doable. But the good thing is that the joints are really well hidden, so you don't have to do so much work. You see one over here, this between these two parts over here, right in the center of the subbrick is one joint. You can see the gap over there, but I mean so small, so little, and you have so much detail going around the miniature that if you don't know where it is, you won't look at it. So only if you're doing this as a display piece that's going to be standing by its own, I would work on that. Otherwise, I would just leave it like it is. Okay, so for the weapons over here, I'm gonna be using a little mix between Wildwood and Gryphon Orange. So it's gonna be a 1-to-1 mixed ratio between those two colors. Only for the weapons over here. So these guys here, I just have a little wood that I want to be slightly different from the leather. So towards a little bit more the brown. So I'm just gonna mix these two guys over here, and I'm gonna leave out some of the metallics details here. I'm gonna build afterwards. So you see how the two colors mixed, it gives a nice wood color, especially when you have a little bit of the yellowish highlights. Gives you more of the warm feeling of the wood. And again, dark colors, you always be a little bit more precise on the application, alright? So this all the rest is just gonna be metallics. Thank you guys, thank you, welcome. Nice to have you guys around here. So we're painting this Orc Boys from Age of Sigmar. Just painting 3 of the same. Oof. Three of the same guys here on same pack. So these are the Boltboy from the Dominum box. So right now this is just the wood. I'm painting two tones of wood on these guys, so one's gonna be a darker for the weapons, and for the arrows I'm gonna use a lighter tone. So I mean the weapons they're probably gonna use for really long periods of time. Now they're gonna carry with them around and everything else. But the arrows are kind of a one-use thing, so expect it to be a little bit, so they look newer, right? So darker tones like these, because it's so strong, when it comes to parts where I'm gonna be mixing with the other paint over some other tones, I just go a little bit slower on the painting speed and be very precise on the areas. So we've been on these guys for what, half an hour so far, and we have covered the main parts already. So that's the point. Okay, so yes, I guess we already got all the major areas. Now we're just gonna switch for the single color of Griffhound Orange. Right, so we're gonna using this for the mainly for the arrows. So arrows here. If you're looking for very light wood, very fantasy style wood, I love this this color for those themes, fantasy lines, whatever you want. That looks very bright. Okay, so you see here, yeah, I'll just wood a little bit. Yeah, those corners are really hard to reach. Right now, as we paint the main parts, we're gonna start going for the smaller areas, a little bit harder to reach and so on. So, but even though still move kind of fast through those corners. See if this. Okay, so now we just finish all the woods and mainly all the leathers and the skin. Now we're just gonna do the reds on the arrows, and we're gonna move towards the metallics. Okay, and for the reds on the arrows, gonna use ink color from scale 75. Okay, now for the details, I'm just gonna use a skin wash for these other guys. So just take here my little pot, a few drops, and that's gonna be all the small ropes that goes around their legs, their arms, and their clothes, and some areas of the weapons. So just these guys over here, these, and that's close as for all the, oh no, we still have the bands here for the weapons. We're gonna use these guys as well. Okay, so now mainly all the organic parts are done, and now we're gonna be doing all the metallics, right? So for metallics, we're gonna try out something a little bit different than what you guys are used to find on regular channels. So for this, we're gonna continue with the contrast line. We're gonna use Basilican Gray, and we're gonna mix with another metallic ink from Liquitex. So it's gonna be 1-to-1 mix ratio. If you want a darker tone of metallics, you can also add black ink to it if you want it a little bit darker. Alright, so okay, so what I do over here, I just mix them here on my wet palette so they look you see you want a little bit grayish, and also I do leave my brush really wet for this stage, and now I start painting all the metallics details. Let me put this guy here to the side. And now, because of the metallics paint, you also want to be a little bit more precise on these guys here as well, okay? So don't go throwing your paint everywhere, big thick coats, and being too messy. Hey there, mate. Thank you. Oh, hi, mate. Oh, so yeah, 3 models at the same time. One of the secrets for speed painting. So you should stick around here on the channel more because I usually on my Thursday evening lives I even paint 6 models at the same time. The last few ones were actually 5. Now we're doing 3 because these models require a little bit more attention. But yeah. End result for these guys, we're gonna be painting each of these guys in half an hour time for each miniature. It's the goal. It's the goal over here. So 30 minutes time painting single miniature, or 1.5 painting session for 3. Whatever suits you the best. Since I have 3 guys. Oh, cool, mate. Thank you. Glad you like it. Yeah, 6. Yeah, if you check out my Instagram, you're gonna see the warriors are actually like historic figures, soldiers that I have done. Yeah, it was 6 in 1 hour. But on that case, I use a lot of airbrushing to do most of the steps. Still really gives me speed and quality. It was nice, and then I applied some washes, highlights, and bam, that was it. It was a nice show. If you see 6 metallic figures, historical figures like soldiers on my Instagram page, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're painting grid piece at the minute. Well, okay, that's cool. I have done mine as well. They're right here. Now I just finished the base, so pretty much the same steps. So these guys are done. We had done a bunch of them. They were really fast as well. Oh, I love when you have a bunch of miniatures as well all together. It's really cool. It gets us some speed. I'm gonna show you the ones I did. Right, we got these guys done. So the people following me are getting the correct steps, and then I can show you. Be happy to. So you can check it out how my one's done. I want to check what you guys have been doing as well. Okay, so I guess for the metallics, I guess we are done. I guess I have missed a little corner over here. Oh, don't worry, mate. Don't worry. It's a matter of practice, right? Y'all can. We can all evolve at a certain time and at a certain technique. But if you stick here on the channel, I'm gonna share with you how I do my stuff, so you can improve your technique. All right. So if you're looking to learn ways to improve your technique and also make it fast, so you can actually paint a bunch of stuff at the same time, then you should stick around, mate. All right. Hit the notifications button over there for the live shows. At the moment we're still on the random of different times. Okay, so right now I'm just gonna hit some of Basilican Gray to get some, almost like a wash. Just some darker areas here and there. Okay. So here I just want a few areas to go very hot, very dark, and a few other ones a little lighter. So I do not throw this an even way. I throw just in a few areas so I can have a higher contrast. So see how it actually looks like a very light wash, but this is just a contrast paint. So if you don't have that, you can also use a wash if you want to, just, or very, very diluted black color or black ink. Whatever you guys have over there. It doesn't have to be exactly the same material, the same paint, the same brand. Just take a look at the result, take a look at the effect, and do your best to get as close as possible to whatever you have in your hobby desk, okay? Yeah, it's nice to see people painting models like actually. People are 40K. Well, I cannot say much about that, mate, because I painting a lot of 4K as well. Okay, so yeah, I just got this commission for the Dominum box, so I'm painting each series, each miniature sets all together. So I just got started. I got the good tripas done, and I still have the whole box to get through, so I'm just getting started. So these guys are the second ones I'm starting with. All right. Yeah. So see, these are these guys. Yeah. Cool. Nice. Let me know what you guys think. I'm doing my armor with gold. Oh, yes. Look old and moldy. Okay, so for gold, I have many recipes for gold. I should have. On my miniature painting online course, the Zen Art, I have on the gold class, I have on our, I think it's 7 minutes class of just paint gold. Over there, in 7 minutes you learn 4 different ways to paint gold in 4 different styles. So I like to use those pastes for gold. You know, the scale 75, the gold paste, you know those ones? That's what I like the most. If you don't have that, you can use whatever gold you have, you're painting, or you already painted your miniatures. But those pastes are the ones that I use. Love the result. I have on my style, I focus a lot on true metallic metal, so that's what I use. Okay, so you see some oxidation now going on. But if you want to give your gold a little bit old finish, you can use sepia wash in over. You can use the sepia wash, and then you can use the sepia wash mixed with black after on some other details. So like 2 passes of sepia wash. 1 only sepia. Second, sepia and black 1-to-1 ratio. Works great for oud. Some people do apply these oxidation effects. It looks good. It depends how realistic you like to go on your stuff, because you know, gold doesn't actually get oxidated. So if it's shining yellow and it's oxidation, it's not gold, on at least in our world. But I mean, who can say that? We're playing 4K stuff. Who cares? If you care, just keep that in mind. If you don't, go crazy, mate. Okay, so now we see some of these oxidations effects, and then we go into my favorite technique, which is the post shading. Really looking forward to that. Okay, so now I'm just applying this, especially because these guys are from the swamp, so very wetty, very dumb. Okay, here you go. Thanks, mate. Thanks. Oh, oops. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I can tell you about gold. Let me know if you want more tips around. Okay, I'm gonna be painting mine on the live show. They're gonna be a little bit different effect. Okay, so now what we have? Okay, so now we have the bones. So actually the teeth and everything else. So for that, we're gonna be using little Vallejo game color. Oops. And we go for a fine detail brush. Okay, so now we're gonna be using this, guys. Bone white. This is what you're looking at. All right. And now this, we're just gonna hit. Okay. So it's pretty much just gonna be that. And now I'm just gonna take some wash and apply on top. So this is actually umber wash, right? And I'll use the same wash here for the arrows as well. I don't know what the problem with the ink developers to do red inks. Everybody that does an ink that's yellow, red, they are a little bit shiny. I guess GW is the only one that did something that's actually opaque, but Vallejo and Scale 75, both brands that have done red inks, they have glossy finish. Vallejo is actually more glossy than the Scale 75, but still, dude, come on. So this is why I have to apply have wash on top, so I eliminate that, the shyness from them. Okay. Okay. So now I do my speed highlight technique. Top secret speed highlight technique. And then we're gonna move to the shadows. Okay, so these guys, let's see how our timing is going. Okay, so we have 18 minutes to finish these guys. So must rush and get them done really fast, okay? So after these guys, we're gonna be doing the big collections of the small orky guys. Those gonna have to be really fast because I mean there are tons of it. I guess it's more than 20 miniatures on that set. It's huge. Too many guys. Okay, almost done over here. So this is specific for Zen art students. How these is actually done, so we have done. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot over there. A lot of guys over there. Right, so now we have done all the orange pieces, all the parts. Oh, we have a little, I guess only one of them has a little. The eyes are visible, so let me just hit that. These guys over here. Over there. Okay, dude. I got you. Okay, a little wash. Just to emphasize that red. And this as well. Oh, dude, these guys have ugly faces. Damn. Okay. So this is done, and now we go for the final. I guess we're gonna go under one. Okay. Okay, so yeah. You got your daughter to collect Stormcast as well. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. They are great miniatures, aren't they? They're lovely. They're lovely. Especially if you paint them in gold. I'm sure kids will love it. Okay, guys. So now we're going for the very last step. And right now, we're going to be using the post shading. For this, we're going to be doing all these effects using black inks, okay? And a very, very precise airbrush. So this, what you're looking over here, is a .15 tip airbrush, and I'm just adding a couple drops of black ink. So black ink are the ones that you use for writing. You know those old letters from the pirates, from the medieval times? That's what they use. This black ink, this very same one. Right now, you see how it goes here on my glove. You want to go this way, less than 50%. And now, watch this. We're gonna be painting shadows. So every place there will be a cast shadow. This is what you're gonna be painting on this effect. If you wanna know everything there is to know about pose shading on miniatures, you should consider joining my miniature painting online course. I have teach this technique for miniatures, vehicles, and sceneries. I'm gonna do one. You're gonna take a look. So this one, it has the effect, and the other one doesn't. So you see, this one's casting shadows, the other one's not. So this is the difference you get when you're applying pose shading effects. A more realistic, you can see over here, all my miniatures, they do not have shadows here because of my illumination. Fala, brother! Fala, meu irmão! Seja bem-vindo! Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this is pretty much it, guys. Check it out. So these are these guys. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. We did 1 hour 20 minutes. So 80 minutes. 80 minutes for this. Yeah. I think it was 25 minutes each guy. Yeah, that's about right. That's good. For parade quality, I try to keep less than half an hour for characters like this. All right. Yeah. So we have the good tripas that also were already done. Here they are. And let's show here on Instagram here much better for the guys here on Instagram, so you guys can see better their qualities. Yeah, so pretty much 3 done, less than half an hour each. Was about like 20-25 each one. So yeah, kind of fast, really fast, just going straightforward. So now we're gonna just go for the base. All right, that's well good. Love it. Okay, cool, mate. Cool. Really, really happy you like it. That's nice. Okay. Alrighty then. So, yes. So that's for today's live show. All right. Thanks very much, you guys. And on next show, we got these guys over here. These are going to be nicely done. Yeah. So we're going to prepare them all over here. And they're going to be a massive amount of miniatures to paint with those guys. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Cheers, you all. Cheers. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, it's airbrushing, mate. You definitely need. If you go, you're gonna get much faster, much better. You just required to know how to use and what to use. All right. Cheers, mate. I'm gonna close the live show for now, but we're gonna be back later on because I'm gonna be preparing those guys for the next live, and I'm gonna be opening that on Twitch, only on Twitch. So if you stick around.